Hey, my name is Matt. I work here at the Knifewear warehouse, and a lot of the time we have people come into our stores, they take a look around, and one of the first things they see is the guitar magnets mounted behind the counters. It's a really awesome way of displaying your knives, and a lot of the times people ask, can I buy one of those? And the simple answer is no. But you can make one for the cost of a secondhand guitar and a magnet. So today we're going to talk about how to make it yourself at home. It's easier than you would think. So let's get into it. So the first thing we can talk about is what you're going to need. You've got your guitar, that's an obvious one. We've also got here a really beautiful magnet from Bowgrain. They're a really nice Canadian maker. The big thing that you want to know is that your magnets are strong enough to hold your knives. These ones, they use some really great earth magnets that are going to be easily able to hold the knives that you need, and a little bit more. It's not going to go anywhere if you pop it on this thing. I've also got a really simple power drill, and just to be extra secure, I've got a drill press to drill straight down, but you can do this by eye. I've made my own before and I didn't have this, so it's a great tool to have, but in this case, it's an optional extra. One of the other reasons we really like the Bowgrain is that they are wood finished. You don't really want to be using a metal faced magnet, just in case it scratches up your knife. Nobody wants to take a really beautiful handmade tool like a Fujiwara knife with that beautiful crochet and scratch it all off, and that'll be awful. If you really can only get your hands on something metal, please wrap it in something like a felt or just a thick tape to stop any scratches. The last couple of things that I have are just some wood screws. Now, Bowgrain come with really nice wall mounting screws. They've got a really nice thick threading on them, so you don't need to anchor them into a wall. For this, the actual screws themselves are a little longer than what we need. So I've just got here a couple of wood screws that are a tiny bit shorter that are still going to do what they need to drill it into the guitar neck here. So the first thing we want to do with this is be safe about what we're doing. If anybody has restrung guitars, there's a lot of pressure on the strings. So before we start cutting those strings off, we're just going to down tune the guitar. It's as a safety thing more than a practicality thing. So all you're going to do is completely loosen these screws here. This is beautiful. Yeah, once you've got a lot of slack in those strings, they're not going to snap back once we cut them. So I'm just going to grab my wire cutters and I'm just going to remove the strings from the guitar. So now I've got the strings off, I've given it a little dusting. It's not spotless, but the main part we wanted to work on is the fretboard here, because otherwise, once you've got that on, you're not going to be able to clean underneath it, and it kind of gets gross. So all I'm going to do from now is I'm going to take my lovely magnet here. If you've not seen one of the Bowgrain magnets before, on the back they have this nice long metal bar. Inside that is usually where they store the wood threaded screws. In this case, I've already popped them out just for the sake of ease. But all I'm going to do now is remove the metal bar. So I've now got my wooden face of the Bowgrain magnet. That's actually where the magnets are stored, so that is still working its best over here. And I've just got my metal bar. You want to just line up on the fretboard where you want your magnet to be. Bear in mind that there is about just shy of an inch on either side of this magnet that's overhang. So it is going to take up slightly more space than that metal bar might have you believe. And just try and line it up in such a way that you can see clearly between the frets. If you were being super detail oriented, maybe you'd remove those frets themselves. But in this case, we don't need to and we can work around them. So I'm going to. So I've just lined it up around the 2nd fret and the 15th. And I can get my screws now and just make sure that I can see where we're going to work. There is a big hole and a small hole. If you do it this way, you hide the head of the screw. And that's what we're doing. So I'm going to just mark on the fretboard where I'm going to actually pop this. So I'm just going to lay that down, take out my pen, and just make a little mark in there. And the same down here. So I know where I'm drilling. Now we do have this really nice drill press. I'm going to work with it balanced on the neck. But you could also, if you've got something like this, feed it through the neck, and you get a nice stable surface underneath. Okay, so we found out the hard way that the big old metal rod that goes through the neck of the guitar is gonna make drilling through it a right pain. So what we've done instead is we've gone a couple of millimeters lower. It actually means that once I mount the magnet on it, the top of the magnet will actually be flush to the top of the guitar neck. So it'll still be pretty good, but it's worth mentioning if you've got a guitar with a metal rod through the neck, drilling through it's gonna be a nightmare. Probably don't do it. There we go, now we're getting in. Come on. There you go. Now we have got our bar mounted onto the guitar neck. It's nice and stable here, that's going nowhere. And the joy with the bow grain is that as soon as you've got that bar mounted, all you do is line up the actual magnets and it clicks into place. So I've got this now. I can test it out. I got that. I got all of my nice woodworking stuff. And look, I reckon Jimi Hendrix have a hard time getting this thing off. The only thing you need to do now is figure out how to get it on your wall at home. I recommend something like this. This one's too small, it's the one we use for ukulele here. But hooks up on the neck, you can mount it vertically, get a couple of them, mount it horizontally, and you're ready to go. Just decorate it with a shitload of stickers. So the other thing you can do is you can drill a couple of holes through the body, mount it up onto the wall, just nice and sort of securely from this end, as well as towards the end of the neck. Yeah, that is how you make a guitar, a Knifewear style guitar magnet. The last thing you want to do, you want to decorate it. You want to slap some cool stickers all over your guitar and get it ready to go. If you want to grab one of these magnets, you can head to knifewear.com or go into one of your nearest stores. We got stickers on here, they're Sticker Sunday. They are awesome. We got a new one every week throughout to the end of the year. If you want to buy a guitar, I don't have those. We do have knives, so you can fill out your magnet with a really beautiful set of Japanese knives. Right, bye.